Hey everyone, John here. So, I just got finished watching the first episode of this new Netflix series, the reboot of Lost in Space, and I've heard some people describe it as sort of kind of a kids show, so I'm going to talk about it. If you don't like that, then, I don't know, go watch something else, I don't care. Okay, so, I didn't really know what to expect with this. I haven't watched the original, I believe. If I have, it was years ago. You see, the only reason I sat down to watch this was because my dad used to watch the original show when he was younger, and he wanted to check out this new show, so him and my mom and I all sat down and watched it. The first episode is a little over an hour long. It's called Impact, and it was very good. The first thing about it that stuck out to me was the fact that this is actually like a great looking show. That was like the first thing I noticed, just like in the first minute. There's a lot of really impressive set design, production design. When they get to this planet where they're lost, it's all, very good looking. The costumes, the lighting, the cinematography, everything is like really impressive. I don't know who did it, but they did a great job with the whole look of the show. Now, if you're not familiar with what the show is about, it's basically about this family who, I believe what happened is they sort of kind of reveal more to you about it as you go along. And like I said, I haven't seen the original show, but you had this father who's kind of like some sort of like astronaut, space explorer kind of person. It takes place in the future, and he ends up taking his family with him because I believe what they were getting at, and like I said, I've only seen this first episode, is that they have to escape Earth because of some kind of disaster going on. Like, I think it was like a meteor or comet or something coming to Earth. So the family has their one ship, and they're traveling in space, and they end up getting stuck on this one planet. And, there's different situations where they have to, figure out a way out. Now, from what my dad's telling me, this show is kind of more serious, more dramatic, dealing with, like, real family conflict and issues. And now, like I said, this is sort of a show for kids-ish. It's something that I think could be... It's something that I think could be watched by kids, maybe ones who are a little bit older. It's rated TV PG, so make it that way you will. I did see it pop up in the kids section on Netflix, so... But yeah, I would say kids a little bit older. There's a little language, and it does deal with some pretty dark, heavy subject matter, and it's like, for something that's sort of for kids, definitely kind of impressive with kind of how they push it. I guess you could compare it to something like Fuller House, or A Series of Unfortunate Events, the new show with Neil Patrick Harris, with, kind of the stuff they get away with, considering it's a show that's kind of like for family and kids. Now, at first, like I said, the first thing I noticed was that it is a very great looking show. So I was wondering, was it going to be something that has maybe a little more style or substance? But as the episode goes on, like I said, it's a little over an hour, you do really kind of get to know this family, these characters. You got a dad who was kind of away for a while with all this space stuff. You learn more about the characters through flashbacks, kind of slowly, gives you more information, because at first you don't really know everything about them, but you they give you more through the flashbacks, and you get to learn more about the conflicts they have. I'm not going to spoil anything that happens. And they're well-written characters. They feel like real people. A lot of good development. And like I said, I'm not going to say what happens, but they actually give us some like pretty good stakes as far as like, are some really bad things going to happen to these characters, because we don't know what their situation is. We know this show has at least a season now, and I am going to watch the rest of it. Maybe I'll talk more in the future, maybe on Twitter or something, I don't know, or maybe a follow-up video. But, you kind of wonder, like how far are they going to go? Like, what are they going to do with some of the stuff? And it's interesting with what they do, because you do feel, like, emotionally invested, because, like, it's not like something for young kids. So they can push it more with kind of, like, some really dark stuff. And the characters... Let's just say there are times when the characters' lives feel at risk, and you do get emotionally invested in it. And the acting's all pretty good from everyone. I don't think it's like the greatest thing ever, but it was better than what I expected. The episode overall, that is. It is something I'd recommend check out. Like I said, I am going to be watching more of it from here on, probably with my parents, because they enjoyed it as well quite a bit. And my dad did point out a few differences, like I said, from the original show, but it didn't seem like any point where it like bothered him as an adaptation. So it seems to be something that's good as that. Definitely more modernized, kind of able to kind of something that feels more like fits in more with our time, stuff like that. So I think there's a lot to enjoy. I don't think it's quite great yet, but it's a show that I could see becoming great. Maybe one of my favorite shows to watch now. Honestly, something I could definitely talk about more in the future. I don't know if it's something that I'd ever give like a must-see episodes review, because of like it's a show that I assume has a lot of continuity, so it could be hard in that front. But it's definitely something that could be good enough for that. I think it's definitely impressive, and yeah, I don't know if there's too much else to say. I just watched one episode, but once again, I look forward to watching more, and I recommend checking it out. So thanks for watching. Please like this video, comment, subscribe, maybe share the video if you really enjoy it, and I'm working on some more videos, try to get this out to you soon. Thanks, everyone.